Hi, I hope week 10 is going well as you're studying probability. And I just wanted to draw your attention to a couple of extra credit possibilities. And actually, it's a little more than extra credit possibilities. We're trying to get an evaluation of students at YVC in their critical thinking abilities. And so there's a critical thinking test that you can do, and it doesn't matter how you do on the test, you'll get extra credit for your final. So I'll give you up to 3 percentage points on your final if you take this test. And again, the test does not reflect on your grade. The results of the test has nothing to do with your grade in this class. However, it does have something to do with YVC, and we want you to try and do your best on this because this is a reflection on YVC as an institution. So we're having a lot of students do this critical thinking test, and we appreciate you participating. And of course, the motivation is it'll help you in this class and hope you get a better grade. So if you open up this, if you open up WAMAP in Google Chrome, you need to do the test in Google Chrome. That's just the stipulation of the test. So you get 2 extra credit. This is the first. There's going to be another one that some of you have already done. That's the haiku, and we'll talk about that after. But this critical thinking test, if you click on this, it'll take you to some directions, some instructions. I've included the important part of the instructions here, but if you select this, it'll open up a page that will give you some basic idea of what they're asking for in the test. It tells you it's a 15-question test and so on and so forth. And by the way, it has to be done by midnight of next Monday, the 15th. So next, so again, open this in Google Chrome. These are the instructions on when you to take the critical thinking test. So if you click on this link right here, it will open the page. It'll take you directly to this page right here, and it'll be it'll say welcome to the critical thinking assessment test. And again, this is nothing to do with your grade in this class, but you do need to fill this out properly to get extra credit, and then take a snapshot of the last page when you're done, so you can either email that to me or really message me in WAMAP with a picture. You can take a screenshot, or you can just take a picture with your camera or your phone and send it to me. So anyway, this is the login, and it asks for your email. The first thing it asks for is your email address, and that's what you don't put in. The first thing you do where you ask for your email address is just to put in YVCC. And then here's the password that we'll all use, lowercase e 25 TEP, capital T. And then everybody has the same administration ID 87. Okay? So when we go to that page, we'll put in YVCC caps, then E25 capital TEP. You can click on that little I that will show you. There's the code, and then the administration ID is 87. If you forget, you can just go back to my page, our class page, and it'll give you those instructions. So anyway, you put those in, and then when you hit login, then you click login, and it will take you to the next page, this page, and this is where you put in your student ID. So your 865 number, whatever that might be, whatever, right? And then you put in the local code. Now, everybody, for our class, it is 2010, 2010. And then click submit, and then you'll start the test. And when again, it's 15 questions. They're essay questions, so take your time and give some thought to those. And when you're all done on the last page, it'll show you that the test is over. And so again, like I said, take a screenshot of it, or take a picture on your camera and send that to me. And I'll give you so when I grade your test, you'll get an extra 3% on there. Okay? So that is the first option for extra credit, and that goes directly on your final. That's a pretty good, has a big effect on your grade. Now, the other option is the haiku, the Martian poem, and some people have already done this. We've already had 2 or 3 people, actually I think 4 people already in the different classes have already made a poem. And a haiku is a special kind of poem. It is As you know, lots of poems have various number of syllables and rhythms to them, and that's what kind of makes it a little mathematical. So a haiku is a five. Here's an example of one for you. It's a 5 syllables followed by 7 syllables followed by 5 syllables. So it's a 3-line poem. And you can see here's an example of one: stranded, left for dead. His wits, his humor, his heart, and friends save his life. So this is has another element of haiku that's important, and then one of those elements is that there's a kind of a change in the theme there. There's 2 parts to the haiku. Notice there's no rhyming. Rhyming isn't necessary or preferred at all. But it talks about stranded and left for dead, and that's contrasted with the rest of the poem, the other 2 lines where it says, his wits, his humor, his heart, and friends save his life. All very positive and towards his life, and as opposed to him being dead. So that's the nature of a haiku, is to try and have those 2 different notions juxtaposed to one another in the same lines. And so anyway, if you submit this and you follow the rhythms, you'll get 5 points automatically. You could even get up to 6 points, and you can get a couple of extra points for up to 4 more points actually for responding and affirming, saying something positive about your classmates' haikus. So I encourage you to click on that, to say add a new thread or look at an old thread. Lindsay's already submitted a poem. You can add a new thread and write your subject, type in the title of it if you want a title, or just put your name on it, and then type in your haiku and post the thread. Okay, so that is all I have for you. Good luck with that, and I hope you take advantage of that. I really encourage you to take that critical thinking assessment test. Okay, you need to do it by Monday night. Okay, bye-bye.